Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Alex Varner after his third place finish at the 2014 North Face Endurance Challenge. Congratulations, Alex.
Thank you very much, appreciate it.
That is quite the finish. You've had some great performances this year. 4th at Lake Sonoma, was it 6th at Western
Seventh at States.
7th at Western States. But 3rd here today. It's probably your best finish at a international caliber.
Yeah, I couldn't be happier about it. I was kind of running for 3rd from the top of Cardiac on when Dakota dropped down. I was like, yeah, that looks really fast. And the trail was so sloppy down there, with 50K out and back, marathon. I don't know what they do. But the thing was, people getting out of our way really well, but it was either 2 inches of water or 2 inches of mud.
Yeah. How close did the course come to any place you've lived?
The closest. The problem was they cut out Dipsy, so it would have been a mile from my 1.4 miles from my door.
Currently,
yeah. But yeah, I guess the closest we got is Cardiac, which is like 5 miles. Is probably the closest it got. Yeah. Which played a role. It was an advantage.
Yeah, I mean, I was wondering about that because sometimes, I mean, obviously it's helpful knowing the terrain and just what exactly comes next. But on the other hand, there were a lot of y'all like pushed each other hard in training.
Yeah.
There's a lot, sort of a lot of pressure because you guys are the home crew.
Yeah.
But it certainly worked out for the Marin boys.
Absolutely. And Jorge had a huge race. I mean, that guy.
Smart race.
Yeah. I was running with him at mile 20 and it was like, oh, this is kind of like Western States was. We were together at mile 26 and I made the mistake of saying only 3 marathons to go. And then I was like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, it was great chatting with him and seeing him coming strong into McKinnon Gulch. I was so excited to see him, right on Debo's heels.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. And Dylan ran a great race too. I heard he had some stomach issues from what I gathered, but
there's some puking.
Yeah. Sorry, let's not mince words here. But I mean, shoot, 5th today is top 10 today is a strong performance from anybody.
I mean, is 3rd here probably your best performance? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'm probably a little bit more excited just finishing Western, but coming in and seeing the field and hearing all the hype that was going into this. I thought, I mean, nobody ever wins a race without thinking they can. But there were 30 guys who got to the start line today, at least 30 guys who were probably thinking, I got a shot at this.
Yeah.
And so you're sitting there and you're like, well, I have a shot, but so does he and him and him and him and him and him and every guy around me. And yeah, it worked out. Dakota and I, we kind of made a move on the out and back. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we were just talking and he said I kind of pulled him along. And then as soon as we hit the downhill, he just took off. And I was okay with that. I had to pee, so I stopped and peed. And that was where the gap was. And it just kind of sat. Every checkpoint I got was Sage's 5, Dakota's 2. Although apparently somebody said they got within 30, 45 seconds of each other at Cardiac, which was misleading to me because I could see Dakota going up steep ravine.
Coming down steep ravine.
No, going up steep ravine, up to Cardiac the first time.
Oh, the first time.
Or back to Cardiac the second time.
Yep.
So I had to stick.
It was pretty close. It was like 90 seconds.
Okay, so it's a little bit further than I was led to believe. But I didn't realize it got that close for that.
And he looked really good.
Well, somebody told me at one point Dakota passed Sage, but Dakota's the only guy I ever saw in front of me. So if Sage was in second at any point, I did not see him in second.
So you kind of let Dakota go, and Sage was off the front.
Yeah.
When were you thinking about the guys behind you, or were you just putting your head down? And
I was thinking about whoever. I didn't know who was in 4th. Mm-hmm. There were a couple of Solomon guys who on the out and back were coming down, but I mean, on that turnaround, there were probably 10 guys within half a mile. So it seemed like it spread out because of all those turns, and you look back and there's nobody who's come around the ridge behind you. But as soon as you get on that road, you're like, oh, they're 100 meters, 200, it's literally just far enough where you get around a turn and then they come right around, I'm sure. So it kind of solidified the realization of like, all right, people are chasing us. And then, hitting to Stinson, you're listening for cheering. And so I could hear people clapping for Dakota going down Matt Davis. But I didn't hear anybody behind me. Mm-hmm. So that gave me a little bit of a confidence boost. But man, coming up, Super Ravine I felt all right. But the coastal climb out of Muir Beach is a pain in the butt, and then Marancello is just sufferfest.
It always is.
Yeah, I mean it should be. Like Dylan and I have run, and Jorge have all run repeats up there, and you're going what feels like the same effort in 5 minutes slow, and you're just like, I'm gonna run and walk this thing, and it's all runnable, and I know it's all runnable because I've run it 10 times.
But you really don't want to.
But I don't want to run. I just want to get to the top, and then you get to the top, and then you drop, and then you have that kicker, and then you have more climbing. but at least we know that's coming.
Yeah.
So, a little bit of
and now it's done.
And it's done.
So, time off?
I got to talk to Coop. We'll see. So I've been working with him.
Yeah.
He had 3 of the top 5.
And 4 of the top 10.
Yeah. So not a bad day's work for him either. And it was great having him out there. Actually met him in person for the first time yesterday. Yeah, so see what he says. But yeah, hopefully, I could use a couple weeks off. It's been a long year.
I mean, you're already in good form at Sonoma, so
yeah,
it's been
a long season. I think my biggest kind of sentiment coming into this race was I'm just ready for it to be over.
So in other words, you're ready to go to the 2 a.m. club.
Yes.
I didn't RSVP, but
you're welcome.
We're coming.
Excellent. Bring your camera.
No. Work ends in about 45 minutes.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, we'll see you there. There's rumors that Dylan's having a party, although he told me he was all in for the 2 a.m. club. So I assume it's just a pre-party. I'm not worried. He lives like half a mile away.
That Devo. He's cutting in on your act.
I can give him a call and just harass him.
You were 3rd. I think you could.
I'll tell him. I told him I was behind the first round for a limited group, so we'll see how that goes.
All right.
Yeah.
Top shelf. You got some prize money today.
I do.
Has that happened before? In like an ultra? Well, not an ultra.
I don't think so. No, I got some at Cool. No, that's a lie. I got a bag of granola at Cool. It was good granola, but
it was not green granola.
It was not green granola. Nike matched, or Nike had
their own
bonus, but that's neither here nor there.
And I assume like in your road running, nothing of this.
No, like $125.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a local cross country race.
A little like spending like a pair of shoes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is great. It's nice. It's fun. It's a great event. Hearing about this, I actually on this day last year I was moving from San Francisco to Mill Valley.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, I'll be done by like 11 and I'll get to the finish line. And of course, that never happened on moving day. So I was a little bummed I couldn't see it and kind of experience it last year because that was kind of the first time I was in the ultra community, or at least I consider myself to be part of it. So to be able to get out here and run this and kind of experience it fully is fantastic.
Well, you certainly did.
It was a lot of fun.
Got anything you're thinking about for 2015?
I paid the $400 for Western, so I have that option to exercise. I think probably Lake Sonoma and that Boston double. That's kind of a fun one.
Okay.
Now that I don't have to actually race Lake Sonoma, I can use it as a training run. Although that's a lie. Everybody knows what happens at the start line as you start running.
I wasn't going to call you out. You can call yourself out.
I'll call myself out. And then I'm thinking about doing that Canyons 100K, the new one in Auburn in May.
Okay.
Just as a training run on the course. Never done an actual 100K. But it would just be a fun long training run and on a gorgeous part of California.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on a great season, and I'll see you out there next year.
Absolutely.
And a quick bonus question.
Shoot.
You're a shoe geek.
Yes. Mike H actually offered me a pair of spikes on the trail today. He came up and he goes, I heard you like shoes. What size spike do you wear? What size do you wear? I said 10. He goes, oh, that's a pity I wear a 9, but I have this awesome custom blacked out pair of Jasaris. And I was like, oh.
The Jasari.
Yeah, like the mythic, the unicorn of the spike world. I had a pair of them that I bought in like 08, and they were just old and flat. And I ran like a workout, and I was like, I'm not gonna run to these again. So I sold them. So
you're going out, 2 a.m. club.
Absolutely.
What are you kicking in?
You'll have to come find out. I have a pair of non-team issue. Well, they might have been team issue for the original like ACG trail team back in the mid '90s, but they did a retro this year of the Tularias.
All right, I'll keep my eyes open.
They're a pretty shoe.
Okay.
Yeah, they got some flash to them, and I like them. I get compliments every time I wear them, so I can't. Why stop?
Yeah. All right.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.